What is up, interwebnet people? Welcome back to another Talks Online. We have Madison!
Hey.
There.
Yeah, she's on the screen somewhere. She's normally, I think, that way.
No, she is that way, Steve.
On the top corner.
I don't know, because you always put me in different places on the screen.
I'm like on the top hand corner of the right.
You're below me on the call, but you'll be to the side of me when it's edited. So
Yeah.
there you go. That's why it gets confusing.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the interview.
So welcome to Talks Online.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah, quite
it's
great.
good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that, you do realise what you're in for?
No, I don't. I haven't done one of these.
No, you do.
Like,
Should we go?
I've watched them, but they're all quite different, so it's a bit like. Oh my god, it's Pinkie
There you go, that's what you're in for.
I didn't expect to be attacked by Pinkie Pie.
Don't worry, Pinkie Pie's had things done to her you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, so don't worry about
Oh no.
that. So Maddie, like I said, welcome. Obviously, we're going to be talking about lots of different things and topics and whatnots and who forths and why nots and stuff like that. So, would you like to tell people who you are? Because I know you've got an Instagram. What is your Instagram?
I've recently changed it. Let's see if I can remember it. It's _Maddie does things _
Maddie does things, and you are doing a thing. So you're true to your name.
Not sure.
What other things does Maddie do?
I do a lot of cosplay.
Yes.
That's like my main thing. Like I make costumes and then I often buy them.
Mm-hmm.
See, recently I'm learning how to roller skate, so that's new.
Fall over here.
It's going quite well. I've
Oh,
learned
right.
over a little bit.
I prefer ice skating to roller skating.
It's so hard. Like
Well, roller skating.
no, like ice skating's more hard.
Same as roller skating, you just no brakes.
No,
Hard
roller
when you fall
skating,
over.
Yeah, you fall over.
Well, yeah, duh.
But it's like ice skating. You've got like a knife on your shoe.
Yep.
Like there's no like I don't know how to explain it. You've got like a solid knife on your shoe, whereas you've got 4 wheels.
Yeah, you think about it. You're on something like that thin on ice skates, but how much traction do you think you have on 4 wheels? If you're rollerblading, that's about the same.
Like no, they're just like very spaced out, and I feel a lot more balanced.
Don't worry. Seriously, if you do go ice skating, trust me, it's exactly the same as roller skating.
Oh, no,
The principle is identical. It's just cold. That's all it is.
Last time I went ice skating, my friend, I was like clinging to the side all of the time because I had no idea what I was doing, and he pushed me into the middle. Like my friend pushed me.
Oh no!
And he screamed "trial by fire."
All right, are you gonna out him in this video?
I am, yes.
What's his name?
He's called Elliot.
Elliot, you've been mean. That's mean and horrible, and Talksontour are going to come over there and make you subscribe to the channel.
It's not ice.
No.
I always remind him of it.
It's a bit cold for somebody to do that, isn't it?
I know, yeah. I mean, like, I fell over, but I, like, clung to his leg, so
That's all right. That's all right. I do like ice skating. I don't go that often because my local skating rink's like 25 miles away. But I do like to skate every now and again.
It's so fun. It's brilliant.
Are you going to incorporate your skating into any cosplays you're doing?
Yes, I am. That is exactly why I'm learning. I'm going to do 2D from the gorillas.
Yes, I know that person.
And I'm going to kind of recreate the video. It's not humility. I'm going to recreate that video when I learn properly. So I'm quite excited. I'm looking forward to
I guarantee you that when you do that cosplay and you put those skates on, you will feel good.
I know, I can't wait. It's going really well.
Yes, I got a gorilla's son into a Talks Online.
I know.
Brilliant.
I love the gorillas. Yeah.
Who else have you done? What's your current cosplay roster?
My cosplay plans.
Yeah. Who do you have in your current roster? What have you done before?
So before, I'm better known for Alois Trancy.
Yes, I know him. He's a bit of an arse.
recently Alice Angel from
Yes.
Lady and the Machine. I'm trying to think who else. I can never remember. Who else have I
Oh,
cosplayed?
no. You have that
There's
problem. So many, you can't remember them all.
Kaminari Denki from My Hero Academia.
Another My Hero fan?
Yeah, I know. I'm in a group cosplay with people, so there's just so many. I can never remember them.
Don't worry. I've lost count about how many I've done now. It's mad.
Oh yeah, it's like
It's got that mad for me. I've actually got myself a Google document, which is literally my cosplay CV.
like,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
These are the things that I've done in costumes. I've got my achievements, things like that. It's mad.
Oh, God,
It's helped me out though.
not
It's helped me get a couple of guesting spots. I've done some guesting with that CV. It's been quite good.
That's pretty good.
So what of cosplays? What plans do you have? What have you got in the pipeline?
We've got 2D from the Gorillas already sorted. Ordering stuff for that because it was my birthday yesterday, and thank you. And I wanted to save for a Nintendo Switch, and I bought it today. So I've bought a Nintendo Switch.
Friend code, right?
Huh?
It's a requirement of Talks Online to give Margot your friend code.
Oh yeah, so I don't add them.
Yeah,
Right.
you just give them to him. He doesn't add them forever. It takes him a few years to add friend code.
Okay. Well, I've only just got it today, so I'm gonna sort that tomorrow.
What games you got for it?
So I got it today, but my friend Klaus, who I think's already been on here.
Yeah.
That's what we did the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, I went out with him to get it today because he's my best friend, and he let us borrow Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
Which is my favourite game of the entire.
I played Skyrim VR. It's so cool.
I know.
Skyrim has got a bug on it if you use the shield perk. Don't slow time on the shield, okay? Because it will ruin your game.
Oh yeah, I remember trying that and regretting it.
Yeah.
I played when my friends lived here. I played Skyrim on VR, and it was so good.
Oh, it's brilliant. I fell over though, because I got to the bit where you fight the dragon outside of Whiterun, and then
That's right at the beginning.
Yeah, but the thing is, I did that bit, and I did some cave bits. But the thing is though, my friends were watching me. They didn't warn me that a giant spider was coming up.
Oh, no.
I said, yeah, I should have worn the brown pants, let's put it that way.
That's terrifying.
This whopping great big 8-legged freak comes flying at me. All I've got is a piece of wood in one hand and a stick. That's it.
Felt that one.
That's all I've got. And the thing is right in front. All I'm doing is shoving this stick into the flipping thing's abdomen, trying to kill it. Oh my lord, that was freaky.
It's so scary. It's because playing it is different to having it in VR because it's
I've played a few VR games. I mean, my favourite VR, because I love things like Guitar Hero and things like that. I love Beat Sabers. I love it to bits.
It's really fun.
Such good exercise as well. Actually, before my friends left back in December, I did a video on my channel of me playing Beat Sabers in VR. And there's one video, I did two. On one of the videos, I actually beat my first expert level, which was brilliant. Yeah. And I had my little trophy come up at the bottom of my little achievement. It was like, oh, it's so good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's so fun that was.
Will you be getting Pokemon Sword and Shield?
Huh?
Will you be getting
Pokemon Sword and Shield?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I really want to get the Pokemon games. I haven't played them.
What?
I was 5.
Have you heard about the new releases potentially? Well, the new releases coming out for it?
Yes, I have. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Pokemon,
I've probably got a Pokemon game that's probably most likely older than you.
Probably, yeah.
I've got the original Red, Blue, and Yellow on my Game Boy. I've got Pokemon Stadium on the N64. I've got Pokemon Snap on the N64.
Oh no.
So it still works. You still play it. Great.
They're probably older than me, yeah.
Yeah, most of my houses are probably older than you.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm officially old.
That's weird to think about.
I know. Oh yeah, you remember like 10 years ago? I'm thinking, well, isn't that like 1990? Not what, 2010? It breaks my head.
Is this for Pokemon specifically?
Oh boy. Yeah. So what have you been doing during lockdown then, Maddie? What have you been getting up to?
My A-level work.
A-level. What are you doing A-levels in?
I'm doing psychology, history, and English language.
I don't like history. It was the only my only GCSE that I got like an almost fail grade in. I got an E.
History is
an E in my GCSE.
So
yeah, I hated it. I hated history.
We're looking at the Holocaust, so it's getting pretty interesting.
Yeah, but when I was A-level, when I did A-level, when did I do A-levels? 18 years ago, I did my A-levels.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and you think of like psychology, history, and that stuff is hard. I did chemistry, physics, biology, and maths.
Oh no, that is a mistake. Why would you do that to yourself?
I wanted to be a scientist.
I don't get that. Why would you take physics out of all things? That is like a death sentence. Your brain like.
No, seriously, I liked physics. I liked physics. I did a project in my physics class. You had to take like a famous scientist and like try and recreate one of their experiments.
All right.
And I did one. I can't remember what the scientist's name was now, but it's this. I made this thing in my college's workshop. You're allowed to go to different classes and learn. And basically, it's 3 curves. Right, one's a straight line, goes down like that. Yeah. Another one is like a really steep curve, and the other one's like in between, like a middle one.
Right. Okay.
And my physics thing was basically telling them that I could prove that no matter where you started on each of these flat planes, the middle track would always get to the bottom first, no matter what you did. You could start them all at the top, the middle one would win. You could start them in the middle, and the middle one would win. And I had to try and prove to them why it worked. And I did it really, really well. But unfortunately, my other sciences, my biology and my chemistry, I sucked.
Oh, I sucked. No.
But because I did the maths, my physics was really good.
Yeah, that makes sense because they're like interchangeable.
Yep, they're interlocked. So I didn't do very well in the final exams. I had some personal stuff going on, so I still passed, but I was alright. So I've officially got 4 A-levels, but I never went on to get a degree.
Imagine getting 4 A-levels.
I still work in science though. I got a job as in science.
You got a good job in science. That's what you wanted to do, you know.
I work for probably the #1 optics company in the country, making glasses, working on eyesight and all that sort of stuff. It's great. Absolutely brilliant.
That's great. You've got like a job that you enjoy.
So what do you want to do with your A-levels? What's your dream?
I want to become a psychiatrist with the NHS.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can all do help, you know, mentally.
What says you?
Yeah, just because like the NHS are like big employers, so. Plus, it's like nice to help people with their mental health. It
is, yeah. I mean, I've seen psychiatrists before in the past, and they've really helped me in the past. So it's just nice that you can bring your learning and just pass it on to other people. It's really good. I like it.
Oh yeah, because like knowing firsthand like how difficult things can be, I just want to like help other people.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also really interesting to know how the mind works. So.
I have no idea how my mind works.
Oh, it's so like when you do psychology A-level, it's mind blowing because you're like you do a lesson and then you go away and you sit with your friends, and then they say something and you just kind of go, oh, I know why you're saying this. It's because of this.
Yeah. It's like you can start reading your friends.
Yeah, and you can't stop it once you and it's just really painful.
Yeah. As people tell me stuff, and I just turn around and say to them, I don't do the whole thinking thing. My brain's just like a gooey mess of sponginess, and occasionally a decent sentence will come out, and that's about it, really.
Yeah, a lot of time I'm on autopilot.
Oh God, I felt that one. so, honestly. Oh god.
Oh, yeah. So going back to cosplay stuff, you said you do psychiatry. Have you ever thought about doing like a Dr. Harley, like the whole Batman thing?
Oh, like Harley Quinn's L. I
Have you ever thought about it?
the Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Because she's so cool. Like, I prefer that film way much more to Suicide Squad, just because she's so, like, the design for her is brilliant as well. Like, it's the cute little pigtails and like I really like the jacket with the caution tape on it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make that when I get around to it. But I'd absolutely love it. I mean, I watched it with my parents a while ago, and my mum said to her, she went, "You're gonna become a psychiatrist and then fall in love with someone like the Joker." So I've always got that kind of like thing going for us. Oh, but she's like, yeah, I'm planning to cosplay her at some point, probably next year.
Good. I like that. So the ultimate question then, the ultimate question I've got to ask is: are you Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Yes.
I'm like so strongly Marvel. I had since yesterday was my birthday, we're doing like a afternoon tea like themed, and I picked Marvel, so like it's all there.
You need to talk to my wife. Thing she likes doing afternoon teas and stuff like that, but she does it in Lolita fashion.
Oh, I love Lolita fashion. It's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got two dresses at the moment, two outfits. One is like a black with white lace on it, and the other one is what I call the purry corn, which is like kittens with unicorn horns on. And it's like pastel purple and pink. If I could grab it and show you, I would do. But I have no idea where to put it. It goes in the wardrobe, apparently.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Like a little unicorn. Oops.
Yeah, she's trying to get me into it, but I keep saying no.
Oh, you should do it.
It's so cute.
Oh, no.
So cute. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So you got Helen as a Lolita, and you got me going to afternoon tea as a lolly boy.
Yeah. Do it.
Where's Grell?
Yeah, I could take my Grell outfit, I suppose.
Grell will be up for some afternoon tea.
Yeah.
Like...
I said in the last interview, I'm working on a new Grell, more possibly like a steampunk version of Grell.
Ooh, that would look good.
I've seen drawings of one, but I've never seen a cosplay of one. And I've got some friends who work on it. But the thing is, though, the coat, just the coat on its own, is like £45. At the moment, I can't justify it. I can't justify a £45 expenditure.
No, that's like a lot.
I know. Here's me talking £45 for a coat, and I've just dropped £60 for one prop for my next costume.
Me?
Yeah.
I felt one.
I know. You know the Resident Evil games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing Wesker.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm doing lab researcher Wesker, so we've got like a lab coat on and like name tags and things like that. But I've got him carrying around like a metal briefcase, and it's going to have the T-virus vials inside it.
Oh, nice.
I'm having that. So I bought the case, the virus vials, some syringe pens, you know, the ones that look like syringes, which are just a normal pen.
Yeah, I used to have one of them.
And I've got a mate help me 3D print a gun for him.
Oh, that looks so cool.
I've just dropped like £65 on one prop. It's like, God me.
It'd be worth it though.
It'll be worth it, yeah. It'll be worth it. I just have to get my hair dyed, and I'm starting to get like a 5 head.
Oh, mood.
I know. That's the thing. That's my dad for you. That is my dad's got more forehead than I have. I mean, you know when people do that thing on the internet, they say, "Oh, am I bald?" If I do that, I'm bald.
No, my dad's bald, and I call him an egg all the time. So like,
my dad's got that patch at the back, you know.
Oh no.
He's got that bit. He's starting to look like Friar Tuck.
My brother's got that. Shout out to Jason.
He's got the patch.
I asked my dad the other day if I tapped him on the head with a spoon, if a little chick would come out. He just doesn't care.
Oh.
Oh, he's so funny.
Oh yeah, we was talking about my friend's chickens the other day, and my friend's got a chicken called Omelette.
Oh no! Why would you call a chicken that?
Yep.
I mean, actually, why did my mind go to like omelette as in like you're gonna kill a chicken and make it into an omelette? That's not how it works.
Instead of eggs, not chickens.
Like, it would have been worse if you called it like nugget or something.
No.
Don't. So that's actually quite strange because me and my other half, obviously we want to have children in the future, and we've been thinking about names and nicknames for our kids.
And Nugget has come up.
One of the nicknames that we want to call our kids is Nugget.
You need to call them nugget.
Yeah.
That's not a one.
It's just cute. It'll be cute when they walk into the living room and I'm sat there and says, "Morning, little Nugget."
Oh, I'll say that to my little sister.
It's cute. And my little sister, she's been on this talks online as well. She was the third person on, and she'll hate me for this because if she watches, she'll hate me.
Right.
We used to call her Diddle.
Oh, that's so precious though.
Yeah. And do you know what? The reason why we call her Diddle, it's something that my mum sort of made up ages ago. That Diddle is anybody born between 1990 and 1999.
Right.
So
okay.
anybody born in the 90s is officially, according to my mum, a Diddle.
I'm gonna start calling Klaus a diddle then. I'm seeing him tomorrow again.
Sorry,
so
Klaus.
wake
We
up,
should give you a
I'm just gonna
nickname.
be like, "Oi, diddle."
Diddle, yeah.
Oh
Well,
god.
you keep on making a nice little nickname for people, and they just don't mind it.
Oh
I mean,
no, it's like
it's funny.
it's just a bit of fun to make nicknames. I think I don't really go by any nicknames. No, I don't go by any.
Your nickname is just your name shortened.
Yeah, Maddie.
Yeah, Klaus calls me Mad. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Maddie.
Oh, not that one. I'm like, I can be chill, okay? Like,
Maddie, not
I
Mad.
Very good.
there we go, that's the one.
not Mad Maddie.
I'm chilled out, I swear.
Oh, so Maddie, when it comes to like your hobbies, things like that, what are you watching or listening to at the moment?
Well played.
An awful lot of was.
Yeah. So we normally say once we get after cosplay, we normally talk anime and manga.
Oh, brilliant. I've been watching. What's it called? I've been watching Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that's the one with the bamboo in her gob.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is one. I'm trying to get into that. I tried watching Kakaguri the other day. Well, not my cup of tea. It was a bit like I got bored. I'm re-watching Death Note at this time.
Okay. Very good.
I've seen it 4 times already. It's like my favourite anime of all time. And then I've been listening to the Gorillas and a lot of Melanie Martinez.
I've got to visit her again.
Oh my god, Kat! Oh, I love it!
He loves being in these interviews.
It's so
he goes,
funny.
He's Loki.
Oh my god, yes, I love that.
Okay. Yeah, I had him when he was 2, maybe 2.5. Yeah, he was about 2.5, and he was from a friend because he didn't seem to get on with his brother and like the other cats in the household. So I took him in.
That makes so much sense to call him
Yeah.
Loki
Yeah.
if he didn't get
Yeah,
on.
he had a brother called Indy.
My cat was called that before we had
Like another cat, so we just called him brother. Yeah, I've had him for 8 years now.
Oh, that's so cute.
Backside.
I love cats.
Yeah, if I ever threw him in the bath, right, I guarantee he would shrink because he's like 90% fluff.
Oh,
He's 90% fluff and about 10% attitude.
I know, can't relate though. I used to have hairless cats, so they were like, I love them so much. I can't have hairy cats anymore.
I've always had them. I always had. I had when I was very young. I had one cat who was a black Siamese called Pepper.
Oh, I love Siameses.
And what I used to do is, because back when I was a kid, when I was like 10, 12 years old, I used to watch the motor racing.
Yeah.
And I used to lie down on the sofa. I used to lie face down. And Pepper would sit in the small of my back and then crawl up my side and put his head on my shoulder and watch telly with me. It was adorable. Absolutely adorable. Best thing is, though, he would normally sneak into my bedroom. And because of the way I sleep, I always sleep, for some reason, with a foot outside the bed. And he would crawl in. He would crawl into the bed and then crawl up to the pillow and stick his head next to mine on the pillow.
I'm sorry, but what kind of demon? I'm sorry, but what kind of
why would I do that?
sleep with one leg out the bed?
I don't know. Maybe there's a demon in my bed who might lick feet.
I've had to do that
I'm
when
sorry.
I was.
Have you seen the
the room was
poltergeist? A
spinning.
demon gonna get your leg and grab it. What? In what frame of mind do you stick your leg out the bed? Like
I'm unconscious. I don't know I'm doing it.
yeah.
I just stick it out the bed.
Teasing the monster under his bed.
The demons.
I don't know. Maybe I've got a fetish for my feet being licked. I don't know.
No. What kind of? You're not a breed of human anymore if you sleep with a leg out.
My God, she's on to me.
Like.
I'm going to have to go back to my mothership now. Damn it.
After, you know, sometime on these interviews,
I've got-
someone is going to figure you
We've got
out,
like
Steve.
20 talks online, and finally somebody has figured out that I'm not actually human.
No, you're
Like,
full
what are
metal.
you, the venom or something? I don't know.
Yes, full metal.
Like, that's
I have, trust me, Maddie, I have a lot of weird habits. Trust me, I don't need to go through them at all.
That is a mood.
I'll
I've never related
stick
to
you off.
That's not. No, I can't, like. Like, I'm actually having a mental breakdown.
We were having such a great interview until you mentioned your leg outside your
Like,
bed.
Not the whole week, just my foot. It's only about this far out the bed. It's not like I'm sticking it on the floor.
That's enough, Steve.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Demons only need, like, that much to grab you. Like, the demon is gonna come out from the top of your bed, grab your ankle, and then be like, lol, you're coming to the underworld. Yeet. Like.
Yeah, I know that. I know that I take that risk. I take the risk that some demon's going to grab my foot. God, I've told you what my habits. What are we doing? Give us a habit that you do.
Ooh, okay. Every time I'm done in the bathroom, I get up, wash my hands, and then I flush the toilet and I sprint to my room instead of walking.
Okay.
Because
In case you fall
ever
down the
since
toilet.
I was about, how old was I? I was about 6. And I used to read some like stories and stuff that I wasn't meant to be reading. That was horrible. And I used to always think that someone would chase me from the toilet. So I'm scared of the sound of the flushing toilet. So
That's terrifying.
like I full force sprint, like the 17-year-old, even at like 12 at night, full force sprinting in my Jack Skellington onesie and like yeeting myself onto the bed as like fast as I can because there is a demon chasing me.
I could just imagine you now getting up out of bed. I've got to go to the loo. Right, I'm gonna grab my Harley Quinn bat just in case the skeleton pops out the toilet.
Yes, that is what I need. I'm gonna order the bat just in case.
Right. I'll give you some advice then. You can go online and you can actually type in
Subscribe
bat.
to Talksontour.
You can get a bat and a shield, click together, to make a bat and a shield. It's great. So you literally.
And then like I want a shield that catches, and then like yeah. I mean, what's all my Skyrim playing for? Skyrim's only prepared me.
Skyrim has prepared you for skeletons in the toilet.
Yeah, like nothing can harm me.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
Brilliant. Oh.
I can't. Yeah, that's like my weirdest thing. Oh
Yes.
no.
You walking in like fully armoured with a bat and a shield and says, "I'm ready for you, skeletons."
Yes, I'm ready to go to the toilet.
Just imagine your mum or dad walking in and you're there beating the snot out of the toilet bowl.
They wouldn't even be surprised though, because they know me. Like, I'm the type of person to just randomly do something, and they would just kind of look at it and go, "That's Maddie."
Oh, I'll tell you something. One of my habits, which I've done for years, I don't know why I started doing it, but it's like stuck with me, right? One of my habits. I'm backing up here so I can show you.
Brilliant. We love a demonstration.
Whoa, what is that?
And that's a green one.
Oh, there
I
you go.
always wear odd socks.
I thought there
I
was
used to
something
do
else.
that.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, right? My other half saw me wearing the same coloured socks, and she took my temperature because she thought I was ill.
Yeah, but like I used to do that, and then my mum like shouted at me, and she was like, "I'm not entertaining these odd socks anymore." Like,
No, but the thing is, there's a rule when it comes to my odd socks, right?
right.
My odd socks can't be too odd. They have to be the same pattern but a different colour. Or they can be the same style and a different colour. Because I've got a set of 6 Naruto socks with all different characters on them.
Yeah.
Right? So I've got a yellow one with Naruto on it. I've got like a black one with some Akatsuki member on it. Then I've got one with Killer Bee on it. Things like that.
Oh,
So that's fine. So I'll have a Naruto sock on and then a Jiraiya sock on.
Well,
Because they're both from the same series, see? But I wouldn't have a Naruto sock on with, say, a Grell Sutcliffe sock. Because they're not the same. They're too odd.
I get that.
Yeah. She gets it. She understands.
That. But like, with me, I just don't care. I used to have like a bee sock on and then like a random spotty sock. Like, so it just doesn't matter.
Loki.
And that's all that is.
I think Loki just killed
The
Spider.
catch call. Yes, Loki, kill them.
Oi!
You can do it. I believe in you.
All
Spiders
right,
are
fine.
mean.
Stop eating the bugs.
Eat them.
He's a great little hunter. He's a great little hunter, is Loki. You'll see him
Aw,
miles off and chase it.
that's what my dog does.
The only problem is once he actually caught a wasp and decided to try and eat it.
Oh no.
I called him Fat Lip for a week.
Ooh.
Oh no. That
Got a massive lump on it.
yeah, I bet, because he got stung. Oh.
Maddie, do you have any pets?
I do, yes. I've got 2 dogs.
Hmm?
Called Ollie and Baxter.
I like
Yeah.
cool names.
They're like my teens.
Ah.
Well, they're really old, but like, Ollie's a massive drama queen. He loves the attention. And then Baxter's a really grumpy old man. So,
Yeah.
but he loves a good cuddle. Does Baxter? We call him Complicated Baxter. Because he has so many emotions. So he's just, yeah, I love my little boys. They're very cute. They're very old and crusty though, and I love them.
Oh.
Crusty is the word that I'm going with.
Oh.
Oh,
So Helen can't wait to go back and see her mother because she's got a dog down there called Minty. A big. You saw Loki. Imagine that in dog form.
yes.
Long hair, white.
Yeah, but the fluff is a nightmare.
I know the fluff's a nightmare, but it's
Gets
big,
all on your
white, and
clothes,
fluffy.
in your mouth.
Plump.
Yeah.
You get covered. Like my mum has 2 Malamutes. Like I live with my dad and my stepmom, but my actual mum has 2 Malamutes. And
Yeah, those are the big fluffy things.
yeah, and like the whole house, you step foot for 2 seconds in that house and you're all covered.
Yeah, it's the same with Loki.
So bad, like it's just clumps and it's like, I hate it.
Is there any type of like animal, like a proper animal, fantasy animal that you would love as a pet?
Well, I used to own chameleons. So
Yeah.
probably them again. They were really cute and I loved them. They were like pick-me ones. They were like that big.
Oh, the little dinky ones.
Oh, but
Who was it?
I don't know what that. They were so cute, stinky though. Like, put like on I used to put them on, and they were like.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Have you ever seen that Facebook video or video going around on the internet where there's lots and lots of I think they're like little mini pygmy geckos and they're all eating a piece of sap or something. They've all got the Yoshi voice over it.
Yeah, that's so cute.
That's hilarious. That is.
Where's
I
that?
know,
I've never seen it.
You ever seen that?
Oh, you need to see it. It's
Back
so
again.
It's like
If you want some sweets, go and ask Mummy. Yeah. Well, I call Loki's little treat bag. I call them his sweets.
Aww.
Yeah. If you want any, go and ask Mummy.
Let's hope he doesn't turn into a
Yeah. He's alright. He's just sat on my bed next to me now.
Oh, cats are too precious though. I might walk in my phone at the same time.
Right, Maddie, how did you get into the cosplay scene?
Okay, well, I did say that I got in. I watched like interviews and I watched some of your interviews when I was. But the main thing really started when I think my mum. No, hold on. So I watched a lot of anime when I was like. And then I think, was it my mum? Yeah, there was like a small, like tiny convention happening at a small library, and I went along, and I was like astounded because I didn't realise that people would like dress up as characters, or I think up in Newcastle. Was it Newcastle? It was one of them. It was in Newcastle, and I think it was the Metro Radio Arena one, and there was like. I was just astounded because there were so many Harley Quinns and like I didn't realise that you could dress up as characters, and it like I don't know, it's so cool to become that character, and it's like if you really like a character you can be that character, and there's nothing like that. So I think I decided to get into cosplay purely on I want to be that character, and I've seen other people do it, and then I started going to cons, and now I'm here, I guess.
You're now one of us.
Yay!
You're one of us now.
Well, no,
It's nice when you can get into something like cosplay and going to conventions. I mean, you meet a lot of friends and a lot of friendly faces.
yeah, that's how I met Klaus.
Yeah.
My...
I met most of my friends. I mean, I'll always remember meeting one of my friends. She was dressed up as Harley Quinn, and we've been talking like a couple of weeks before the first con of the year, which was Telford in like February, and I was dressed up in my Kara Sensei outfit, and I remembered her from the conversation we were having, and I literally ran straight at her in this big giant octopus outfit, and the look on her face, it looked like she wanted to rip my head off.
Oh, I would have screamed. I would have like died there.
She was like, "Who are you? I don't know you. Like, go away." And then I took my head off, explained who I was. She was like, "Oh, I know you from Facebook."
Yeah, like it just comes out and straight up attacks you.
Yeah.
Like,
The sound of 1,000 coins flushing.
I don't say that. Oh, like he comes at you and then he's like, "I'm gonna eat the moon." Like, come on. Like, I think I don't blame her. That's terrifying.
So have you got a question for the viewers tonight?
Yeah.
A comment section.
A comment
question.
A
Would you like to give a
question
question
for
the viewers?
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm not really good at questions. I'm like having a think.
Well, we've had some random ones over the last couple of episodes, so just like pick any question off the top of your head. Doesn't even have to be cosplay related.
Okay. What was the first cosplay that you ever did?
Okay. Cool. Hopefully we'll get someone commenting in.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard cosplay one.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know mine, it was about 6.5, 7 years ago, and it was a very, very crap Neo from the Matrix. I mean, it was awful.
Everything you know is a lie.
It was awful.
Oh god.
Yeah. My costume was that bad. I think I actually took the blue pill, not the red pill.
Oh me.
Should we?
Awful.
That kind of blue pill.
No, not that type of blue pill. No, but my first proper actual cosplay, the one I've put the first lot of effort into, was Jiraiya from Naruto.
Oh heck yeah, man!
I was Jiraiya from Naruto. It was brilliant. I've still got him in my cupboard. I've still got the shoes.
First ones.
I've got a big, massive scroll that I had on my back that I carried with me, and I just, for my own memories, I asked people to sign it for me. So I've got signatures and loads of cosplayers on this thing.
Oh.
That's great.
Yeah. That's very cute.
I'm gonna remake him at some point. I'm gonna make the scroll a little bit smaller so it's easier to carry.
Oh, that would be
Because
so cool.
this thing was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though. I don't know about my...
So what was your first cosplay?
Well, the first one that I did was L from Death Note.
Yeah.
But I did not understand, like, I think because my friend had seen Death Note and they were like, you should be L, and I didn't know who L was. So the funny thing is no one knew who I was because I had my natural hair, which was like down here at the time, and then I had like big eye bags, but then I had a shirt and like a suit, and I didn't know who L was. But then like the first one that I properly tried to do and was like proud of was Sans the Skeleton.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the one that I was like first trying hard at.
Yeah.
And it was a cosplay, like I'm still proud of it now. So that's
That's good. That's good. Right. So we're coming to the end of the interview, Maddie. It's been wonderful having you on.
Oh, it's been great being here.
I hope you haven't disturbed your brain too much, and you're not going to take too much of this back to these psychiatry classes.
No, I'm just gonna play on my Switch.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Right. So, like I said, guys, it's been wonderful having people watching the video. Like and comment and subscribe. Do all the diddly bits on the YouTube. Make us a little bit more famous, which we hope so. Obviously, go and see Maddie at her Instagram, which is _ Maddie Does Things. And we'll see you in the next video. And Michael needs to take his medication again. Oh, it's one of those things where you just have to like stretch and like get the aches and pains out.
So we all do our exercises. Like.
All this calisthenics.
Brilliant.
Right, do you want to do the introduction?
Introduction. I'll do 2 introductions. Yeah, introductions.